Imagine a world without self-love. Self-love is not selfish. You cannot truly love another until you know how to love yourself. Owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing that we'll ever do. Be proud of who you are and not ashamed of how someone else sees you. Be yourself. I always long for love without even doing or giving it to myself. I always messed up from my past relationships, life decisions, and I even tried to chase the person and put my knee down for him just to stay with me. Yes, I did that stupid thing. I put myself into a trash without even realizing that I, myself, can only be the one to hold me up. I never thought that loving myself is one of the important ways for me to find the true happiness. My world is the darkest place I've ever known. I used to get drunk every night in the disco bars, never tried to relax myself from being drunk with alcoholic drinks, and I always have night out with my friends without minding myself if it's in good or in bad condition. I never care for my health. You know what? Without self-love, you'll never know what true happiness is. Without it, you can be the worst person that you'll never expect. Look at those people who are crossing the wrong path. Using drugs, drinking alcohol, smoking, gambling, and many more bad habits are the things they used to do because they didn't have this self-love. They don't see their worth because they are lost. Yeah, I've been so tired emotionally, physically, and mentally looking for an answer on how to be the happiest person. I ask myself, how can I imprison myself in the cell of sadness? In life, we need someone to talk to. So I did. I asked and advices from a close friend of mine. I expressed all the problems, my emotions, depression, insecurities, and self-unacceptance on how to live with true happiness. She said, you can only be the happiest person and release yourself from sadness if you know how to love yourself. Try to accept everything that you have and never think yourself down. Self-love can only be the way for you to find true happiness. You can't find it to someone else except yourself. It's you. It's all about you, and it will always start with you. How did I love myself? There's a lot of ways on how to love ourselves, but I have 6 best ways on how to do it. First, stop comparing yourself to others. Don't worry about others' opinions. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Remember, your value doesn't lie in how your body looks. Process your fears and trust yourself to make good decisions for yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of feeling good. It is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Here are 7-step prescription for self-love. First one is become mindful. People who have more self-love tend to know what they think, feel, and want. They are mindful of who they are and act on this knowledge rather than on what others want for them. Second, act on what you need rather than what you want. You love yourself when you can turn away from something that feels good and exciting to what you need to stay strong, centered, and moving forward in your life instead. Practice good self-care. You will love yourself more when you take better care of your basic needs. Set boundaries. You love yourself more when you set limits or say no to work, love, or activities that deplete or harm you physically, emotionally, and spiritually, or express poorly who you are. Protect yourself. Bring the right people into your life. I love this term frenemies. It describes so well the type of friends who take pleasure in your pain and loss rather than in your happiness and success. My suggestion to you here, get rid of them. There isn't enough time in your life to waste on people who want to take away the shine on your face that says, I genuinely love myself and life. You will love and respect yourself more. Forgive yourself. We humans can be so hard on ourselves. The downside of taking responsibility for our actions is punishing ourselves too much for mistakes in learning and growing. You have to accept your humanness, the fact that you are not perfect, before you can truly love yourself. The last one is live intentionally. You will accept and love yourself more, whatever is happening in your life, when you live with purpose and design. Your purpose doesn't have to be crystal clear to you. Now, imagine your world without self-love.